So what is academic cheating? In the words of you, I'm not worried about what Wenke said, but what would you constitute as being cheating? Yeah, academic. I'm not worried about high school relationships being doomed to fail due to cheating academically.
Anything used to avoid learning.
Avoid learning. So, materials, whatever, used to avoid. That could be dangerous because of that word. From my perspective, that could be dangerous because of that word. So we'll see. Martin, we're going around, so you'll get a say.
Okay. When a student uses someone else's work to represent theirs in a reflection of their knowledge of or control of a material.
So essentially, someone else's work passing on as your own.
I wouldn't say exactly that, because the distinction I will make is that copying homework is not part of that, because it's not a reflection of your control.
That's where I was going. So copying homework not part of this.
No.
So what is part of this?
Sort of like tests or essays, because they're a reflection of your control of the material.
Okay.
While homework is really busy work generally, right? And it's not that you don't know the material, it's just that you physically don't have enough time to complete all the homework.
Becca, your hand was up, I think.
I kind of said something related to that. I said the deliberate taking of someone else's work in hopes to receive a better grade.
Would you throw homework into that category?
Yeah.
Okay. She's out to get you now, Martin. Evan?
That's it, doing an assignment by different ways than the teacher intended it to be done.
Okay. And you're not talking about like creatively done. Like in third grade, we got the how-to essay, how to make a bed. We've all had to do that essay at some point. And I got in trouble because my answer was you go to the lumber yard, you get a hammer, you get nails, and you make a bed. And that's not what she wanted. But I was just a superior intellectual being in third grade than Mrs. Hendricks was.
No, it's like.
So I was okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. But when Mrs. Kane gives you long division, and you start plugging into the calculator and not showing the work, that's different. She never dropped her name, by the way, when that, I don't know if it happened. So you said basically completing assignments a different way than assigned. Okay, Evan, I'm going to kind of put you on the spot here since you brought this up. But I can't talk and write at the same time. I teach English. A lot of what I teach, or a lot of what I assign, is reading. What's the white elephant in the room when it comes to English teachers assigning reading assignments? Spark notes, or something similar to it. And I'm not trying to trap you, would you say that's completing assignment differently, since if a person is, assuming a person does not read the book at all and relies on Spark Notes or something similar?
Yeah, I would say that would be differently because the teacher intended you to read the book.
Okay. Luke, was your hand up earlier?
Yeah, everything that
Anybody got a definition that we have, or like an aspect to it that we haven't covered yet?
More specifically on what we were previously talking about, it's intentionally circumventing whatever the teacher is trying to accomplish with their assignment.
Okay. Anything come to mind?
It usually just,
And of course, this would be what friends have done.
yeah.
Friends.
Of course. Any, sharing homework is probably the biggest example.
Is Martin on an island by himself when it comes to the homework thing? We're not trying to shun you or anything, because I might be wrong about this, but my guess is the two most common types of academic, I'm not going to go dishonesty on Martin, but, changing maybe the intention would probably be the reading aspect from an English teacher's standpoint and the homework aspect.
Well, okay, part of my definition is the control of the material. If you don't read, then you don't have control of the material. So reading will be included under my point because like my main point is if you have control of the material.
Okay. But this part would, like and we've certainly done debates like this before, do you think you would want homework to be optional?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's such a waste of time.
Okay.
It's such a drain.
Because when you and the word you used was busy work, you pretty much view homework as being busy work. And I'm not going to get into an ethical debate about whether that's true or not because there's a bazillion factors that can go into that. But if you don't see any kind of academic gain taking place from it, you're going to view it as busy work, non-essential item, moving on.
Well, yeah, I would prefer if we just were given like a chapter, assigned chapter, and you're having a test on it, and you study for the test, and then your test score reflects your grade.
So you're ready for the college route, put all the eggs into one basket. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I would say if you ask for the answers to like a test from like a earlier class and then you use it later. Because like some classes, you know,
That
just,
never happens.
like the grades, like A's go up if they put like a score distribution in like ninth period.
What do you think about that?
I think it's wrong
Okay.
because like, yeah.
Okay. So even though you're not, well, your response.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
I was just gonna say, I don't agree that you should be like, oh, you know, what are the questions did you answer A, B, C for? But if you're like, oh, hey, what was the test like? And they're just like, oh, there was like 7 questions from chapter 3, like a couple from 6. Like, I don't view that as cheating because you still don't know exactly what you still have to go back and review that material in its entirety. You don't know like the specifics.
So if you're asking about like topics or general content, you're okay. Joey, is that kind of the idea that you had in mind, or were you thinking more about, do I need to know the, how many quadratic equation problems are going to be showing up on there, or do I need to know my mean value theorem?
Yeah, like that.
Okay. So if Brooke asks you for a history test, French Revolution going to be showing up on there, and you go yes, we're in the clear, or is that still getting a little too specific?
Depends.
You're in that gray area now.
Yeah.
Okay. Meredith.
Well, it gives you a better view on how you should manage your time when studying, and you could argue that that gives someone better advantage.
And by advantage with a negative connotation to it? Okay.
Well, I feel like if I ask the teacher, hey, is the French Revolution going to be on there? They're going to say yes, it is going to be on there, and that you need to study the French Revolution.
Then it won't be on there.
So
Because that's what I would do.
I feel like as long as you're not given like specifics about the questions, I feel like you're okay.
Okay.
Because anything that a teacher would answer, you should be able to answer.
Okay. Kendall.
Well, when you were reviewing for a test, like, don't they say, okay, you're gonna need to know these stuff from chapter 1, this stuff from chapter 2. Like, they basically are already doing that. So I feel like if you ask somebody else, then it's the exact same thing you're doing with the teacher. Because, like, I have Mr. Clark for math, and the day before every test, he always goes over, okay.
But you don't have a 59%.
No.
Neither do I.
We going up? Okay, well done.
But like he'll say, okay, you need to know these equations, and then you'll need to know these theorems, or like whatever we're going over. You need to know these for the test tomorrow. And if I go up to Emily Ross in the first period, she'll tell me the same thing.
We'll talk about this a little bit more on Monday. No homework assignments over the weekend or anything like that. You are free of all obligations. I don't know what else you have to do. Martin, did you copy someone else's homework for this?
No. I ranted about this essay on that. I ranted so hard that more than it.
Someone said they were going to make one just like it. But I think they meant like
No, wait,
rectangular base, Because I said, oh, so it'll say Florianopolis on it, and they said that.
I kind of analyzed the essay if it was a piece of literary merit or not sort of